Have you ever caught a glimpse of yourself in the mirror and felt a sudden jolt, like time has stolen something from you? The reflection staring back doesn't seem to match the person you remember. Your body, once strong and vibrant, now feels slower, less responsive. Your face, once youthful, now shows the marks of years gone by. Friends drift away, and the world around you seems to move faster, leaving you behind as you try to catch up. It's easy to feel like aging is a battle, one that's impossible to win. But what if I told you that the battle isn't really against aging itself? What if I told you that the true struggle lies in resisting the natural flow of life? Imagine being able to embrace aging, not as something to fear, but as something to celebrate. The wisdom of the Buddha can completely shift your perspective on aging. In this video, I'll share with you 5 profound Buddhist truths that change the way you view aging forever. These aren't just philosophical ideas. They are powerful tools that can help you live with greater peace, acceptance, and even joy as you grow older. The wisdom from Buddhism teaches us that aging is not a loss, but a beautiful unfolding, a process that brings deeper understanding, purpose, and connection to life. So stick with me, and let's explore these 5 truths that can transform the way you live today and in the years to come. Trust me, what you'll learn here might just be the most liberating thing you've ever heard about aging. 1. You will be forgotten sooner than you think, and that's okay. As we age, one of the most difficult realizations is that we won't be remembered forever. Our names may fade, our achievements may be forgotten, and even the ones we love might move on, carrying on their lives without us. This can feel painful at first, like a cruel reminder that nothing we do will truly last. We spend so much of our lives striving to make a lasting impact, hoping that our careers, our relationships, and our legacy will be something that outlives us. We try so hard to make a mark on the world, to be seen, and to be remembered. But as time marches on, the truth becomes clear. Nothing is permanent. In those moments when we realize that our existence is temporary, we can feel a sense of loss and anxiety. It's like trying to hold on to water as it slips through our fingers. Our ambitions, no matter how grand they may seem, eventually dissipate, like dust in the wind. We yearn to be immortal, to leave behind something that stands the test of time, whether it's in the form of recognition, accomplishments, or the memory of those who loved us. But here, Buddhism offers us a profound and liberating truth. The desire to be remembered is rooted in attachment. Attachment is the very thing that ties us to suffering. The Buddha spoke of anatta, the doctrine of no self. This principle teaches that everything, including our sense of identity, is impermanent. It reveals that the belief in a permanent, unchanging self is an illusion. Just as the waves of the ocean rise and fall, we, too, come and go. Our existence, fleeting as it is like a ripple across the vast ocean of time. These ripples may vanish, but they have meaning in the moment they occur. Imagine an ocean, vast and endless. Each of us is a ripple, small and transient, yet it is through the movement of these ripples that the ocean exists. These ripples might not be there forever, but while they are part of the ocean. The Buddha invites us to embrace the impermanence of life, to let go of the need to be remembered forever, and to find peace in the present moment. When we let go of our desire for fame and recognition, we become free to live fully in the now. Instead of grasping for permanence, we learn to enjoy the fleeting beauty of each moment. Our interactions with others, our kindness, our wisdom, and our love, these are the things that leave a lasting impression, even if they are never acknowledged publicly or preserved in history. The true legacy we create isn't the monuments we build or the names we carve into stone, but the love and understanding we share with others in the here and now. In our daily lives, we are constantly allowed to create ripples, moments of kindness, acts of compassion, words of wisdom, and connections that transform others. Though these moments may fade, the energy of these actions continues to reverberate. Whether it is a smile we offer to a stranger or a deep conversation with a loved one, these acts do not need to be remembered to have meaning. They ripple out, touching lives in ways we might never fully comprehend. When we shift our focus from being remembered to simply being present, we free ourselves from the chains of attachment. The need for recognition loses its grip, and we find joy in the simplicity of connection. We realize that what truly endures is the love we give, the moments we share, and the kindness we offer freely. These are the things that ripple through time, far beyond our conscious awareness. Let go of the need to control how the world perceives you. Instead, embrace the quiet power of being present in the lives of others. We are all part of a grand, interconnected whole. By living authentically, without the need for accolades or acknowledgement, we contribute to a greater legacy, a legacy of love, of peace, and of interconnectedness. In the end, it is not the monuments, the statues, or the accolades that define us. It is the ripples we create in the hearts of those around us. The ripple of a kind word, a compassionate gesture, or a quiet moment of understanding has the power to transcend time. These are the ripples that continue long after we are gone, and in this truth, we find peace. By embracing impermanence and letting go of the need for recognition, we allow ourselves to live fully, to love deeply, and to leave behind a legacy that truly matters. 2. Your body will betray you, so befriend it. As we grow older, our bodies inevitably change. Once, we could run up the stairs without a second thought. Now, even a short walk might leave us feeling winded. Our knees ache, our backs hurt, and our energy levels don't quite match what they used to be. At times, it may feel like our body is betraying us, like it's turning against us. We may become frustrated, angry, or sad, wishing for the days when we felt invincible. This feeling of betrayal is common as we witness the gradual decline of our physical abilities. But Buddhism teaches us that aging and the changes in our bodies are natural processes. Just as leaves fall from trees in autumn, our bodies too must change. The cycle of birth, growth, decay, and death is inherent in all living beings. Just as the seasons transition without resistance, so too does our body follow its natural rhythm. The problem is not aging itself, but our attachment to youth. We have been conditioned to resist the natural flow of time, to fight the inevitable. But the path to peace isn't in resisting what is happening. It's in accepting it and finding ways to live gracefully in the present moment. The Buddha often spoke of the impermanence of life. He taught that attachment to anything, even to the vigor of youth, causes suffering. Our desire to remain the way we were, strong, energetic, and free from pain, is a reflection of that attachment. However, when we stop resisting the process of aging, we open ourselves to the wisdom that comes with it. This acceptance is not about giving up or resigning ourselves to decline. It's about embracing the process of change with grace and understanding. In Buddhism, there is a beautiful metaphor. Our bodies are like a clay pot. Just as a pot may crack over time, it still serves a purpose. The pot may leak, but it can still nourish the earth. Similarly, our bodies may slow down, but they are still our faithful companions, holding us through life's journey. The pot, despite its imperfections, continues to fulfill its role. Our bodies, no matter the aches or limitations they may present, continue to carry us through our lives, offering the strength to experience the world in all its richness. We may look in the mirror and see signs of wear, wrinkles, gray hair, a few more pounds. But instead of seeing these as marks of failure or loss, we can begin to view them as symbols of the wisdom we've gained. Each new line on our face tells a story. Each ache reminds us of the moments we've lived fully. Aging doesn't mean we are less valuable. It means we are growing wiser, learning to adapt and embrace the changes with grace. This perspective frees us from the pressure to remain eternally youthful and allows us to appreciate the beauty of the aging process. The key, according to Buddhist teachings, is not to focus on what our bodies can no longer do, but to cultivate gratitude for what they still enable us to experience. We must shift our perspective from seeing our bodies as something to be fixed or resisted to seeing them as a vessel to be cherished. Our bodies are how we interact with the world. They are not enemies, but loyal companions. Every breath we take, every step we make, is a gift. Befriend your body. Treat it with kindness and respect. Instead of seeing it as an enemy, recognize it as a loyal friend that has supported you through every chapter of your life. Your body may not be the same as it once was, but it is still serving you, and that is something to be thankful for. Care for it gently, listen to its needs, and recognize that each new change is simply another opportunity to find peace in the present moment. In Buddhist meditation, there's a practice called body scan, in which we mindfully observe our bodies, paying attention to sensations without judgment. This practice can be deeply healing, as it helps us compassionately reconnect with our bodies. When we do this, we start to notice how the body is not our enemy, but a vital part of our experience of life. It may ache, it may tire, but it also feels pleasure, warmth, and connection. By honoring our body, we also honor the preciousness of the present moment. Just like a clay pot that cracks but continues to hold its purpose, our bodies may wear down over time, but they will continue to hold us and serve us in their unique way. Aging does not diminish the value of the vessel. It enhances its character. It is in the cracks that the true beauty of a pot often shines, just as it is in our wrinkles and scars that the depth of our lives is revealed. The path to true peace is found not in fighting the inevitable, but in welcoming each new day with grace and gratitude for the body that has carried us this far. As we age, our bodies may change, but the mind and spirit can remain strong. By befriending our bodies and accepting them as they are, we free ourselves from the suffering that comes with resistance. We create space for a deeper, more authentic connection with ourselves and the world around us. Aging is not a loss. It's a new chapter of growth, and in that growth, we find the potential for peace, wisdom, and acceptance. 3. People will come and go, and that's natural. Another aspect of aging that many of us find difficult is the realization that people in our lives will come and go. As we age, relationships inevitably change. Once inseparable friends may drift apart. Family members who once stayed close may become distant, or they may even pass away. This can be heartbreaking, especially when we feel like we've invested so much of our time and energy in others. We often cling to these relationships, trying to hold on to the closeness and familiarity that once brought us comfort. But Buddhism teaches us that relationships, like everything else, are impermanent. People come into our lives for various reasons, and they leave when their role in our story has been fulfilled. This doesn't mean that love is temporary. It means that attachment to the idea of permanence in relationships is the source of our suffering. We long for the stability of forever, but the Buddha's teachings remind us that everything is constantly changing, including the people we hold dear. Relationships are meant to evolve, just as we do. The Buddha's teachings guide us to look at relationships not as possessions to be kept, but as experiences to be lived and appreciated in the present. The idea that we can control the duration or the nature of our relationships is rooted in attachment, and attachment, as we know, leads to suffering. The key to peace is in accepting the ebb and flow of our connections with others, realizing that every relationship, whether short or long, offers us a unique gift. A beautiful Buddhist parable tells the story of a young monk who asked his master why people leave us when we love them. The master took him to a river and pointed to the flowing water, saying, "Just like the water flows, people come and go in our lives. Some people stay for a long time, while others pass quickly. The key is to embrace the moments you share with others, but not to hold on to them desperately. Let relationships flow as they are meant to, and cherish the ones that remain." By seeing life and relationships in this way, we can stop fighting against the natural order of things and instead find peace in their impermanence. People are like the river. Some will walk beside us for a short time, while others will stay for a longer period. Instead of mourning those who leave, we should focus on cherishing the time we had with them. The love and memories we shared are never lost. They remain with us, woven into the fabric of who we are. The moments we spent together, the lessons we learned from one another, and the joy we shared continue to resonate with us, even after someone leaves our lives. As we age, we begin to recognize that relationships are not static. Just as we grow and evolve, so too do the people around us. Some relationships may naturally fade, while others may deepen. The key is not to cling to the past or fear the future, but to appreciate the present moment with those who are in our lives now. Each relationship has a season, and we must honor each season for the gift it offers. When someone we love moves on or passes away, it's natural to feel a sense of loss. But Buddhism encourages us to see that this loss is not an end, but a transformation. The energy, love, and wisdom we shared with that person do not disappear. They continue to live within us, shaping who we are and how we relate to others. By letting go of attachment, we free ourselves to love more fully without fear of loss. As we grow older, we come to understand that the people we meet along the way are not meant to stay forever. They are like teachers, each offering us something valuable for a time. The moments of connection, of shared laughter, of mutual understanding, these are the treasures we carry with us. It is not the length of the relationship that matters, but the depth of the connection and the love we bring to it. Aging teaches us to let go with grace, to accept the ebb and flow of relationships, and to celebrate the connections that endure. It teaches us to live in the present and appreciate the people who are in our lives right now. And when someone leaves, we honor them by carrying their memory in our hearts, knowing that the love we shared with them continues to influence our journey. The truth is that people come into our lives to teach us something, and they leave when their lesson has been learned. Some leave with a bang, others with a whisper, but their impact remains. When we stop trying to hold on to people, we allow ourselves to experience each relationship for what it truly is, a gift, a moment in time, a piece of the puzzle of our life's journey. As we age, we become more attuned to the beauty of impermanence in our relationships. We learn to appreciate the time we have with others without the need to cling or control. Each encounter, no matter how brief, carries with it the potential for deep meaning. And in this understanding, we can find peace, knowing that all connections are temporary, yet infinitely precious in their transience. Number 4. You can't keep your youth, and that's a gift. We live in a society that values youth above all else. From advertisements to social media, we're constantly told that youth equals beauty, success, and happiness. We're pressured to maintain youthful appearances, to fight aging at all costs. But what if aging is not something to be feared, but something to be celebrated? What if true beauty lies in wisdom, presence, and kindness? Buddhism teaches us that true beauty is not found in physical appearance, but in the qualities of the heart. Wrinkles, gray hair, and the inevitable signs of aging are not flaws. They are symbols of a life well lived. The story of an elderly woman seeking wisdom from a Zen master illustrates this beautifully. She lamented her lost youth, but the master pointed to an ancient pine tree and explained that its beauty was not in its appearance, but in its strength and wisdom. As we age, we gain something that cannot be bought or preserved through creams or surgeries, the beauty of a life filled with experience, wisdom, and compassion. This kind of beauty shines from within, and it cannot be replicated by external means. Aging allows us to embrace who we truly are, beyond the superficialities of youth. The wrinkles and gray hairs we gain are symbols of the lives we've lived, the lessons we've learned, and the love we've given. Beauty transforms, just like the old pine tree that has weathered many seasons. It is strong and dignified, much like the wisdom that comes with age. Aging doesn't mean we are losing beauty. It means we are gaining the kind of beauty that is timeless. The true twinkle in our eyes, the kindness in our voice, the warmth in our hearts, that is the beauty that comes with age. 5. You will experience more loss, but love never dies. One of the hardest aspects of aging is the loss of loved ones. We face the inevitable reality that we will outlive some of the people we hold dear, parents, friends, and even children. Grief becomes a constant companion, and no amount of preparation can ease the pain when someone we love passes away. But Buddhism offers a powerful perspective on loss. While death separates us from our loved ones physically, it cannot erase the love we shared with them. Love transcends the physical world. It lives on in the memories, the lessons, and the love that we continue to carry forward. The Buddhist story of Kisagami, a woman who lost her son, illustrates this beautifully. When she sought a cure for her grief, the Buddha taught her that loss is a universal experience. Everyone faces it. But the love we carry for those we've lost is never truly gone. It is woven into the fabric of our lives and continues to shape us long after they have passed. Grief may never fully fade, but it transforms. We can choose to move forward, carrying the love, lessons, and memories of our loved ones with us. The love we share with them does not die. It flows through us, reminding us that even in loss, we are not alone. Final thoughts. Aging is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. Each year, each wrinkle, and each gray hair is a testament to a life well lived. Through Buddhism, we learn to accept aging with grace, to appreciate the wisdom and beauty that come with it, and to cherish the relationships and love we experience along the way. Aging is not an end, it's a new beginning, and it's never too late to begin living fully, with gratitude, presence, and peace.